Hello, it's SeahawksFan with another Go Battling video, and as you can see, Nightmare lead, we have Gyarados as a showcase Pokemon for today in Master Premier Cup. No Legendaries, Mythicals, or Ultra Beasts. And now this team is going to be weak to Gyarados' biggest weakness in Magnezone. Shadow Magnezone is also available, and they are both big problems, but aside from that, this team is actually pretty nice. And Gyarados, I have chosen to make as my best buddy, level 51, and the Magnezone has returned. You can see the Mountain Volt Switch is doing. I do land and grab a defense drop. The crunch was so needed. Skeletor was nice to see, and being able to take that thing out was so vital. Now Magnezone is going to be throwing a mirror shot. Haha, take that. I called their bait. I did throw another move. They're not going to want to shield up a Meteor Mash with multiple debuffs, but their mistake letting go another Meteor Mash. Gyarados comes in. I can swap it in. Level 51 to Hundo wins the worst possible lead it can get, and my opponent fumbled around, committing no shields to any of its Pokemon, their Pokemon. Just total plot armor victory for the Gyarados in the first battle, but I will take it. Any win with a Magnezone lead, I'll take. Now, Excadrill is also a problem with the team. Going to be able to do a lot of damage with Aqua Tail. You will see an Aqua Tail land, and oh my gosh, it's so much. Now, unfortunately, they get to Rock Slide first, but I was able to have a good amount of energy. And as you can see by the IVs of the Avalugg, I mean, you don't need perfect IVs at all. You do not need the best possible IVs to make use of Avalugg. Just having the ability for guaranteed attack drop is so handy, and if you can stack up a couple, I mean, high horsepower being debuffed, it's not enough for a Metagross takeout, and this Meteor Mash is enough for that Togekiss, and the Bolt Punch took out the Woolly Mammoth. We have a much better lead in Dragonite. Dragonite does not want to see Gyarados, although it's not, I mean, it's actually pretty even matchup, but way better than the Gyarados lead. No, than the Magnezone lead. As level 51 Hundo against a level 50 Hundo, I can survive long enough and throw it back to 2 Aqua Tails and win alignment. Best Buddy badge makes a difference, that one extra level. They do have their own level 51 Hundo Gyarados, pretty cool. But for them, they are going to get debuffed into Oblivion. And I think I made a pretty good call in bringing in the Ice type for the Flyer, especially considering they wanted to get rid of the debuff. And I can debuff them. It's a Waterfall Primarina, and they did get some damage. That's vital on my Avalugg, but Psychic, they needed a water move, and thankfully Primarina has not had its calm day yet, the Popplio. Otherwise, Hydro Cannon would have given them a hope this battle. Gyarados comes in, and it's not prepared to be able to take the moves. And they're not going to be able to throw it back-to-back Aqua Tails, so I can just reach this Rock Slide and easily take out. Icy Wind may have been enough for a knockout, but I didn't want to risk it, and I knew they did not have the energy to scare me. Shadow Metagross, almost fully excelled, pretty cool. No, it is level 50. Okay, cool. Quite nice IVs, and I'm going to shield up a Meteor Mash. I do not want to find out how much damage they would do. I do not want to lose the lead. A shield piece committed. they are going to make a catch of my Aqua Tail. They do not want to let the last shield or Metagross go yet. But here, we can swap in. They're locked in. They're going to be debuffed. I think they lagged. I doubt. I think they just missed out on that energy and some damage. They're debuffed again. They are in a tough position. But Skull Bash. I totally forgot Snorlax has Skull Bash, and I'm definitely going to use a Shadow Snorlax with Skull Bash. If you're enjoying the video, I have lots of other videos on the channel. Lots of Master League, Great League, Ultra League. And the day before this video, I uploaded a Dragonite video. Check that out. See if you want to see the #1 ranked Pokemon for this Master Premier Cup. And I'm going to be uploading a lot more Master Premier Cup battles because a week of Master League without legendaries, mythicals, or Ultra Beasts, pretty nice, considering it's been a long time since we've had this chance. Gyarados versus the Shadow Snorlax. I like seeing the Shadow Snorlax. It's cool seeing other people with this. And I do have a way better counter to the Garchomp in Hisuian Avalugg as a Ice type. It is still weak to Earth Power, and which I can do some nice chunking, but they definitely did not want to take the Dragon Breath, although it would have been funny if I had Waterfall. It could be interesting, Waterfall Gyarados, better into the Fairy matchups, and just a lot more fast move pressure against like ground types. But for now, trying out the Dragon Breath variant. And it's actually a bit of a tricky position with this Metagross. Thankfully, they full send the Earthquake, and they're going to go for another Earthquake. But the thing is, it's not enough for a KO. And we swap at the same time. I'm going to get the debuff on them before they have a move loaded up. They do not want to. They cannot afford to take that move and get taken out. And honestly, they are not healthy enough to avoid a loss without my lagging out. They do get some Bullet Punch energy, but I have a Meteor Mash loaded up, and that sends their Metagross out of here. 5-0, first set with this team. I have reached Veteran this season, and I have crashed a bit. So I'm climbing back up, and hopefully I can get back to the 2500s. Hopefully I can make a Veteran push with the Master Premier Cup. Definitely not going to be easy if I continue to use Gyarados in the lead and have a weak team to Magnezone. But for now, this team is doing good. And Annihilate was nice to drag this thing out. Metagross able to land a move. I should have shielded. I should have taken that equal shield position and had alignment, but is there hope in this battle? I can go for the Icy Wind. I'm going to no shield, and I am like, maybe there's some hope, some magic. There's some hope. They're going to not debuff themselves just yet. Voltage is putting in a ton of work, unfortunately. I'm going to throw a couple more Dragon Breaths before Aqua Tail it lands. And I'm going to Last Gasp, Reach, Crunch, and actually get the defense drop. Had I thrown the Crunch first and gotten the defense drop, I think there would have been hope. But I just conceded because they had too much energy on the Magnezone. It happens. And this fairy is not what we want to see, although we do get some energy banked. They do give us a beautiful target for Hisuian Avalugg to debuff spam. Now, if they wanted to full send the superpower straight away, would have been able to get some nice damage. I would have been just fine with that, but last Skull Bash. And I'm still going to go for the maximum debuff. Gain what damage I can. And I'm going to be able to take a lot less damage. And I'm going to be able to not get a farm down, but able to leave with a move. And I find a Waterfall Gyarados. Not too bad, not too bad. Way better target for my Gyarados than the Togekiss. And I have a beautiful counter to their Togekiss and Metagross, which very happy to be able to have a level 50 Honda Metagross. Now, if you want to use Gyarados, I definitely recommend at least a ground type. If you have Excadrill, which I actually finally got the Hundo, but I have not spent the Stardust yet. I definitely will be spending the Stardust because it's still so usable in Master League, even against the Legendaries. It's not too bad against a lot of things, and would be way better for pairing with Gyarados. Having it as a closer. Not sure what would be the best save swap. But for now, we have a Annihilate up against our Hisuian Avalok, and we're going for the undercharge. We want to try and see if we have hope with taking out the Magnezone lead. And they are going to be debuffed to the max. They Ice Punch, and they're going to full send the Shadow Ball. That damage from Shadow Ball, so little. They are just good enough IVs to get to another move. It's another Ice Punch, and that is brutal. Gonna full send the Crunch. I need the defense drop. I did not get it. Now some mind games, but I really had like a little hope. They have their own Gyarados, which going to be really tricky because they don't get one shot. They land the Crunch, and I should have just conceded here at this point, but I stayed in trying to see how close of a battle I can get this to be. I have to use my shield because otherwise I just lose. And they have too much residual energy, and they are going to just take the win from here, which is fine. It happens. Nightmare lead. But here we have a way better lead. Mirror match being one level higher. Gonna go for the Crunch. Am I gonna get the defense drop? Will I get the defense drop? Yes, I do. And my opponent is as lucky as me. They get the defense drop also. But I can just full send the Aqua Tail, throwing it straight away. They're gonna let it go, which is beautiful. They're gonna have Florges and have some nice energy, but they are in a pickle because they are gonna be debuffed to oblivion with this Hisuian Avalok. And they may have a good head start in energy, but with the alignment in my favor, their Fairy is not going to be able to do much damage to the Metagross. And while they do have Superpower this time, I should have thrown sooner, but it's fine. Able to get some nice damage. Icy Wind. Grabs a shield. Gonna throw the next Icy Wind because I just need to get this Snorlax out of here. And that was the end. They knew it. Hope you enjoyed the battles. Gyarados, fantastic in this cup. All the other Pokemon are good. I would not recommend this team for climbing, although it did get me a 5-0. I'd just be safer if I use Gyarados again. But thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for daily Go Battle League videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.